Good morning, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to pull some cards and share some guidance for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's the 24th, 25th and the 26th of June 2024. So while you're coming over, I want to send out a big extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light members, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia, and it is Monday the 24th of June here, and the time is 11:10 a.m. And it's my honour to be here and share with you today. So what I'm going to be doing is using my oracle cards that I created. I've got two decks combined here, and I'm going to be using this deck to find the best cards that the majority of us need for these 3 days. I'll be pulling one for each day, and then at the end of the video I will pull the theme card that will help bring these 3 days together. So I'm not pulling cards for individuals. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared supports you, and I recommend that you take on board what does feel right, what does fit into your life easily, what makes sense to you, and let the rest go. Let's see what happens. So let's get started. I'm looking for the best card now that the majority of us need for Monday, the 24th of June. So the best card for the majority of us for Monday, the 24th of June is, let's go with this card. It's a Speed of Light Oracle card, and it is this. It's Pause, card 25. And it says hold, time, suspension, transition, and limbo. So this is there's a limbo feeling. Something might be on pause or on hold. For some of us on Monday, we might find that we're waiting. We might find that a part of us needs to step back a little bit, maybe to work things out or get clear about what we want to do or what we need to do next. There might be a slower moving energy around for Monday. So we can use this time to work things out if that's where we're at. We can use this time to heal. We can, when I drew this illustration, this represents like a star being holding the earth and holding us here, suspended above the sharp parts of our life, the things that have been hurting or have been difficult for us to focus on it and flow with. So there is like almost a detachment from this as we heal, as we recover, as other things and other people will be okay while we do what we need to do, and we can make sure that things are sorted out in that regard so that we can heal and recover and do what needs to be done. So we might feel like we're in limbo. We might be in a place of transition where we're in between things at this time as well. So see how you go and see how things flow for you. If you're waiting, if something's in a state of limbo for you in your life, then what can you do while you wait? That's probably something to consider. So thank you. I'm now looking for the best card for Tuesday, the 25th of June. So the best card for Tuesday, the 25th of June, for the majority of us is, let's go with this card here. It's another Speed of Light Oracle card, and it's this. It's Initiation, card 21, and it says Mastery, Milestone, Progression, and Greatness. Hi, Nadine. Yes, no, I had 0 views for quite some time. So I'd say people aren't really being notified, which is fine. We have replay. So initiation for Tuesday. This is quite exciting. Although the initiation periods can also bring tests. So some of us may be tested at the moment, and especially tested around the limbo that we may be feeling on Monday or feeling at the moment, We might be tested around that. Our patience may be tested. I mean, that's a big sort of ongoing test in general for a lot of us. So the initiation cards brings forward tests, but the good thing about it is that usually we've been tested on these things before. The initiation period, the rite of passage, that's like going through the examination. So it's like at the end of the year at school, we might have an exam, and the exam should have information that we learnt throughout the whole year. So we have little tests along the way to see if we've learned these little sections and pockets of things, and then at the end is the big exam. That's the test. That's the big last test to see if we actually really do know what we're talking about and we have really learned what we needed to learn that year. And then once we pass that exam, we upgrade or are initiated to the next year. So it's a similar energy with this card, but it's more around life experiences. So what are you being tested on at the moment? And is it something you've already sort of gone through in the last few months? Do you find yourself saying something like, why am I going through this again? I thought I resolved this. So it might be that final sort of initiation test to make sure that you're really ready to go to the next level. Are you really, really ready to be initiated to take things forward or lift things up? So initiation is our card for Tuesday, which is quite exciting and quite powerful, these periods of initiation. Welcome. Hi, Annie. Hello, Victoria. And hello, everybody. So I'm now looking for the best card for Wednesday, the 26th of June. And the best card for the majority of us for Wednesday is, we'll go with this card. It's another Speed of Light Oracle. And it's this. Hello again. We actually don't have this happen very often. So we've got card 25. It missed day 25. Come on. It came up for the 24th and the 26th. So we have this pause energy around strongly because it's come up twice. And I cannot remember the last time this card came up. It doesn't show up very often. So it's quite a rare card. And to show up now for 2 of the 3 days is quite important. So there's an extra sort of power around this card and this energy. So it's 25 pause, and it says hold, time, transition, suspension, and limbo. So it kind of highlights that there's probably a limbo energy quite a few of us are feeling at the moment. And we might feel a bit sort of withdrawn, that we need to pause for a little bit. Might not be a long time, but it could be just a short pause. Also this transitional energy, which can be unsettling, and it can have us feel like we're in limbo or we're in some sort of holding pattern. We might not feel, in some instances in our life or situations, there might not be feeling like there's much progress. It can be a bit of a delay with things, which is interesting because the card for Tuesday, one of the words is progression. So as we pass the exam, as we go through the rite of passage, then things progress for us in our life. So we might feel this general sense of push and pull, where we're making a lot of progress, but then also we're not at the same time. Or it can seem like we're not when perhaps we are without realising it. So one of the probably the big tests around being in limbo is patience. So we might find, again, being tested on patience. Can we trust in perfect timing? Can we let things unfold as they need to unfold? Can we relax a little bit and not be hasty when it's not necessary? So there's this sort of energy around, but a bit of a holding pattern, a pause, a stepping back to recover, a stepping back to assess, a stepping back to wait. What can we do with that time of waiting? What can we do during this time of limbo? We could become more patient. That could be a good lesson to learn. There could be things that we want to do. There could be ends that we want to tie up. There could be things that we've had on the side to do for months and we haven't had time to do them. And maybe over these next few days, we'll be able to fiddle around with those things. I've already actually just got yesterday some China painting that I've had ready to go for at least 2 months. In fact, it was April when I first got those out and first started, and I put them on a chair in my studio, and I literally had not touched them until yesterday when I set them all up on my table, and I'm like, right, I'm going to be doing some China painting most likely tomorrow. It's not even going to take that much time. And I'm going to try a bit of gold luster on my ceramics, which I've never done before. So there does seem to be an opportunity in the waiting. Even though we want the answers, we want the news, we want the door to open today or yesterday, we may want the results of tests. That's a big thing too at the moment. That's a big limbo feeling. We might have some issue that we're dealing with, like medically, and we've had tests, or we're waiting for the tests to happen, we're waiting for the results to come, and it's all just very elongated as far as time goes. So we can feel like we're in limbo, and in fact we might even be saying things like, oh, I'll decide what I'm going to do with this future plan once I get the results or once I get the news. So it's almost like a part of our life is on hold or on pause until we get this information. So while we're waiting, what can we do? Maybe enjoy some time of rest if we're able to do that. Maybe there are tasks that we can do that we've been putting off or just haven't had the time to do that maybe we can find time for while we wait. So we're waiting. The planes are circling. They're in a holding pattern, and there's nothing really we can do when things are happening like that. We just have to be patient. So this is strong at the moment, especially with this card coming up twice. So, there are our cards. I trust they support you. I am going to pull a theme card in just a minute. Before I do, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please interact. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please comment. Please share if you're inspired to. And if you'd prefer to connect more privately, then please send us a message through our website. If you'd like to learn more about my cards, only the Speed of Light Oracle came out so far today. But I've got the Animal Kingdom Oracle cards here too. If you'd like to learn more about my cards, or if you'd like to learn more about the work I do at Temple of Balance, or if you'd like to support my work so I can continue to do my work full time, then please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. All right, let's see what the theme card is for us today. Thank you, everyone. The best theme card for the majority of us. This will bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for the 24th, 25th, 26th of June. So the best theme card for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the majority of us is this. It's another Speed of Light Oracle, and it's this Eagle's Nest. This is very interesting. It's card 14, and it says preparation, home, waiting, and soon. So first of all, this can indicate changes in the home. So if you're going through changes in the home, this would definitely be speaking to you. If you're not, then, that's okay. This also says, funnily enough, after what I've been saying, that our time of waiting will be over soon, and to use this time to prepare ourselves. So prepare ourselves, that's to prepare if we know what's coming up. So for example, if we know that we're moving house next month, then we can prepare by packing up boxes and sorting out things and getting ourselves prepared for the move. That's an easy thing to get prepared for generally. If we're preparing for test results or information or news or a contract or whatever it might be, then that might not be so clear cut in regards to preparing for this. There might still be things we can prepare for without it being specifically connected to the news that we're waiting on. So there might be things that we can do to prepare. There might be just things that we can do to focus on to abide this time through while we wait. So there is a waiting element to this card too. So we've now got the two same cards, plus this is our theme that are highlighting waiting. So I wouldn't be surprised if the next few days are slow. We might be dragging our feet. We might be slow to move. We might feel reasonably inactive. And we're being encouraged to enjoy or flow with that slower moving energy. It happens sometimes, and sometimes it's required so our body can catch up on some rest perhaps, or so we can get some other things done, so we can slow down and ground ourselves. It can be like a period of integration, especially after a busy period that we may have just moved out of. So let's be okay to let things settle. Let's be okay to wait. And let's be okay to use this time to heal, to mend, to prepare, to tend to other things. And soon, before we know it, the door will open, or something that we're waiting for will be revealed, or that plane that's been in the holding pattern will come down to land, and then we'll see it. We'll see the facts of this situation. So there is a nurturing feeling to this, the eagle's nest. It feels nurturing, it feels homely. It feels like some of us may even want to just curl up and be at home. I mean, it's so cold and foggy outside, and I'm late doing the video because I did get up stupidly early and I was tired, and I just curled up and watched a few things on my computer. So it already seems to be starting a bit like that. So thank you. See how you go, see how you feel, see how this fits for you. And I trust you have a soothing and nourishing and peaceful few days. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Take care of yourself, and thanks for watching.